Hey guys, Ange Marty here from the A-Life, and today we want to share with you a really useful upper body sequence that you can do, especially if you have been sitting at a desk all day. Marty and I often do individually or a few of these exercises when we've been on the laptop for a little while. It's all body weight. You'll just need a chair and a stick if you've got it, but I'll give you an option if you don't have one as well. But it's all about getting our, if we're on the desk all day, we don't explore our full range of motion of our shoulders. We don't get to weight bear through our upper body, or even often go through a whole day without bringing our arms overhead. So we want to always explore these directions in our body as much as we can every day. It doesn't have to be a full exercise class. You can still do these drills just to refresh, open up your chest, and really unwind some of that desk work as well. So let's get into it. So we're going to start just with getting some blood flow into our shoulders. So standing with your arms out to the side. Here, shoulders away from your ears. So pull them down and back. Really open up the collarbones at the front of the chest here. And we're going to keep the palms down and go for some nice little circles here. Just small, we're just getting some blood flow into our shoulders. Especially haven't moved them too much today. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse, other way. 10, 9, don't let those shoulders creep up towards your ears. Relax them, breathe. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to rotate them out so the palms go up, or from the shoulder joint, we externally rotate as much as you can. You'll feel a bit of a squeeze at the back of the shoulders, and then internally rotate. Roll the shoulders forward and try and turn the palms up on the opposite side. And again, open, externally rotate, squeeze the shoulders down and back, and then internally rotate, pull them forward, round, 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 round. And then open again, shoulders away from your ears, externally rotate, and then internally rotate, roll them forward, and then externally rotate. One more. I like to always finish on an external rotation just to open things up, and then slowly lower down. Give your shoulders a little roll. You should already feel a little bit of heat or warmth around your shoulders. So we're going to start with some wrist work. Really important, because often if we're at a desk typing away, we don't give this the adaptation that it needs to be strong and healthy in the joint. So let's come down and do some wrist work here. The first one we're going to do is just warming up our wrists here. So spread your fingers on the ground, shoulders right over your wrist here. And I just want you to rock forward and back with your whole body here. So if you can, as you rock forward, you want your shoulders past your wrists. And you'll get a little bit of compression here at the front of the wrist. It might feel uncomfortable, but you don't want it to be painful. So just discern now the difference between that discomfort and pain. Go as far as you can for 3, 2, and we'll take it now into just circles. So going in all directions, so getting into all the corners of the wrists here. Keep the elbows straight, keep those shoulders right over your wrist joint. And then we'll reverse, go the other way. You can already feel those wrists are being like, oh, hello. I haven't felt this for a while. 2, and 1. Now for this next one, you can bring the knees as close as you need to be able to tolerate the weight through the wrists here. Elbows are straight, fingers are spread, thumbs are lifted if possible. From here, we're going to rise up onto the first knuckle of the hand. So the palm's going to come off, and then we lower back down. See if you can do this without leaning back. Often we want to do that and come down. It's not going to have the same effect. Bring the knees in as close as you need to. We rise up. You'll get a stretch through the front of that palm, and then come down with control. And again, rise up. Elbows stay straight. If you can, have the eye of the elbow facing forward. Up and down. Good. Up. And all these drills I show you in this video today, you can certainly do them more than once. So feel free to do 2 to 3 rounds of each exercise. But for today, we're just going to go through once each round, just so you get an idea of what we do to keep our shoulders and upper body really healthy. Last one here. Awesome. We're now going to, if you need to give them a shake, give them a little shake or interlace and give them a circle around. So this next one, we're going to now stretch the back of the wrist. So we're actually going to start on our fist. If you need to do this on a mat or some carpet to make it a little bit easier, again, knees can be nice and close. From here, we're going to roll our hands onto the back of our hands. So nice and slow and controlled, we come onto the back of the hands. We're going to do almost like a little push up here. So we bend the elbows wide, chest comes down. Then we push the back of the hands away into the ground. We roll back up to our fist and we're back here again. All right, so go slow so that you can control it. Come down into the back of the hand with control, lengthen out the hands, bend the elbows, push away, and then roll back up. It's probably a weight through the wrist that you've never really experienced before. If you want more of a stretch, as you lengthen the back of the hands down, see if you can keep the arms straight, then bend. Yeah, and then come back up with control. And then as you get stronger with this exercise, and it just comes with practice, you can start to bring the knees further and further back. So you can just wriggle them a little centimeter back. Keep the shoulders over the wrists. So again, try not to lean back. One more here. Excellent. And then come up. So good. All right. So let's come up to standing just to keep ourselves nice and energized here. We're going to now move to our shoulder blades. So what we want to do here is create a little bit of tension in the body just so that we're working actively through our shoulders. So you don't want the rest of the body to be kind of floppy. We want to be active, about 30% tension here. From here, we're going to bring the arms up in front of us, elbows are straight. I like to create a fist here just to create that extra tension in front of us, and the arms are going to stay straight. From here, we're going to slide into protraction. So we're going to slide those arms forward so the scapulas slide forward as far as possible. From here, they continue up as a circle towards your ears. They slide back, stay high. They slide back to squeeze at the back like you're pinching a pencil, the back of your shoulder blades. Then we slide them down into depression. They're still back. And then we slide them forward again. So it's quite circular, but just focus on each direction, up towards your ears. Squeeze at the back, keeping them high. Then depress them and then slide them forward. See if you can do this without having your chest stick out. Slide up, one more round, and back. Slide down and then slide forward. Sorry, one more round. We'll do 4 each direction. Slide up, squeeze at the back, depress the shoulder blades down and slide forward. We're going to reverse now. So we're going to squeeze back first, slide them up towards your ears, slide forward and down with control. Keep the tension 30% through the arms, back, slide up, slide forward, and then lower. 2 more. Slide back, up, forward, and lower. Last one here. Squeeze at the back, slide them up, forward, lower, and then just have a break there. Give your arms a little shake or maybe shoulders a roll, and you'll feel that we're pretty aware now through our shoulder blades, and we're waking up all these muscles around that really support us. So let's just take that a notch further, and we're going to go through our shoulder blade push-ups. So coming down onto the ground, we're coming back into this weight bearing our arms position. So it's almost like a kneeling push-up. You can choose whether your knees are underneath your hips here, or you take it more like a kneeling push-up where you have a bit more core happening with the knees back a little further. So what you want to make sure, again, just like before, shoulders are over your wrists. From here, we drop the chest and squeeze the shoulder blades together at the back. And then we press the hands into the ground and spread them around the back at the top. So there should be no gap between the shoulder blades and the spine. And again, making sure they're not sliding up towards your ears. We're going to go for 10 push-ups here. The eyes, you just want to look just in front of your hands. Make sure the head's not dropping forward. Let's move through. Marty's going to do a set of 10. Shoulders over the wrist, really squeezing at the back. Imagine I had my hands here at the back between your shoulder blades and you're squeezing my fingertips, and then we're spreading them apart. Get to full range. Maybe 5 more. Yep. 4. Keep going. 3. Yes. 2. Last one. So good. Come on to just all fours here. Move through just a few cat-cows just to loosen off any tension that might have built up there. So you can just round the spine, tuck the head, tail, and shoulders here, and then extend the spine. Or just feel free to move in any direction here. So just a little decompression, roll around a bit. One more. Excellent. And then let's come up, back up to standing again. All right. So we're going to next do some shoulder cars, which are controlled articular rotations. Well, I'll explain them to you. Really useful. As I said, we can often go through a whole day without bringing our arms overhead, and we really want to expose our body to those ranges every day. And then we've got a nice, juicy, our favorite desk shoulder stretch, upper back stretch to share with you. All right, so for our shoulder cars, standing hip width apart, again, making sure we've got a little bit of tension in our body. We're going to extend our hands, make them kind of like swords here. Elbows are straight. We're going to externally rotate those arms. So we're going to have our palms turn out. Yeah, from here, we're going to bring the hands kind of in front and across the body as we bring up to shoulder flexion. Up, 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 up. And then when we get to the top, we're going to internally rotate. So we turn the palms out. As far as you or possible for you, take the arms all the way back. Get to your end range as possible here. Keep internally rotating so your palms almost end up the other way. So facing out at the bottom here. Then we're going to reverse. So we're going to start going back. We're going to turn the arms into external rotation from the socket. Bring it all the way up. Keep that tension in the arms all the way above your head. Externally rotate now as far as possible so the palms are facing out as you bring them down. Awesome. Let's go again. Bring them forward. They're externally rotated. We start to turn them into internal rotation. Awesome. Roll them in. We turn the palms out as far as we can. So they're coming towards each other at the back there. Palms out at the back. We're internally rotated. Take them back behind you. Externally rotate this time from the whole shoulder joint here. Bring them up above your head. We're keeping that external rotation, getting it as far as we can, exploring that range. Hands come by your side. One more, let's go. Forward, up above your head. Internally rotate from the shoulder joint. Explore your biggest range each rep. You should maybe get a little bit further here, guys. And then take it back the way you came. Externally rotate here. Bring it back up. Elbows are straight. Maintain that integrity of the whole arm, and then coming all the way down. So good. Hopefully you've really felt like, even though we didn't even use a weight, it's a very active exercise, and all these muscles are now switched on here to support us. So let's go into our juicy desk shoulder stretch, upper back stretch we want to share with you. Now you can use a couch, you can use a chair, a bench, whatever you have handy. If you have a stick or a broomstick, I think this is going to give our shoulders the best position to open up, which we hold it palm up. Marty will demonstrate here. If you don't have a stick though, what you can do is just bring your palms together, bring your elbows on the edge of the chair or bench, and then you simply draw those thumbs towards the back of your upper back. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do if we don't have a stick. If you do have a stick, you're going to grab underneath, underhand grip. See if you can keep the elbows shoulder width apart, so about in line with your shoulders, same with the hands. From here, we want to try and get a 90-degree angle at the elbows. And then you're not really going to do much. You're just going to walk your knees back. You can see Marty's here, looking to the ground. Yeah, so just make sure you're not looking too far down, so just looking straight down. Yeah, and then we're just breathing. That is it. I'm going to time it for you guys. Hopefully you've set yourself up like Marty here. And then we're just taking some deep breaths. Gravity is doing the work for us in this stretch. We're really opening up underneath our lats, underneath the triceps as well. Take some deep breaths. I really want you to bring your focus on your breath. We're not pushing in any painful ranges. You can hold this stretch for, if you build it up over time, I wouldn't do this straight away, but for about 2 minutes is where you can build it up towards. And you can start at about 30 seconds if you're just getting used to it. We've got about 20 more seconds to go. Take some nice deep breaths here. We are almost there. 10 more seconds. So good. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up. And that is the upper back and shoulder sequence, upper body sequence we wanted to share with you because, you know, it's easy just when you're working away at your desk to just do a stretch or two, but to really improve your mobility, to really get some juice out of it, active stretches, active mobility is what's going to really get you to that next level. Let us know in the comments how that was for you. We love hearing your feedback, and we'll see you soon.